prophecy at all that has to be fulfilled before Christ comes. None. So, there is no prophecy that has to be completed for him to come back. So any time from the time frame from this moment we're in to this moment here, if the Father says come, he'll come. But it could be that he will run it clear up to the day just before the signing. I don't know. We just know that it will be before the 7 years begins.
Where does it say, I know that you told me before, but where does it say that on the signing that's when the church is that?
That is Daniel, I believe, 10:29 or 10:27. I'll look. I will look and see. 9 or 10. Daniel 11, okay.
Daniel 9:27 says, confirm the covenant. Is that the one?
Okay, 9:27. That might be it, huh? I shall confirm the covenant for 1 week. That's it.
What was your question?
When they signed the peace treaty. That's.
How do we know we're gone before that happens?
Okay.
Or right at, or no?
We know that when the 7 years is ended, we won't be here.
So we're gone before this happens.
Before that happens.
Okay.
Before they
Second Thessalonians says that we
Before
have
they
to be
sign
gone
the
before the
peace.
Antichrist to be revealed. So.
Yeah, the Antichrist cannot be revealed until we're out of here.
And he can't be revealed until after he signs, because then he reveals himself as being
Yeah,
Right.
evil.
yeah, and so, yeah, but there's no prophecy that has to happen to keep us from going 15 years before this happens, or 7 years before this happens, or 5 years before this happens, or 15 seconds before it happens.
But when he promotes the signing of this,
Yes,
at that time, is that when he's revealed as the Antichrist?
yes,
Or-
it is.
Okay.
Yep.
That's the connection
That's
I
the
was-
day the 7 years starts.
But then he's in
And
3.5
he's at that
years.
time, he's just setting up. Well, they want to even actually fully see him as the Antichrist. He's
For
just
3.5 years.
yeah, he won't be that in power, yes. But at that time frame right there is when he's going to take the authority. It's going to be handed over to him, and he's going to ride in on that white horse, and immediately
Okay.
he's going to draw his bow. But the happenings
Now-
up to that,
Right at the signing, he draws his bow.
just right after it gets it into his authority, yes.
So he's not even. He hasn't taken out the three nations yet.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
think so.
Yeah. They're gonna give him the power inside that first 3.5 years. He's gonna be smacking them good. That's where so
Yeah.
much death and war and famine and everything's gonna happen because of everything he's gonna do. That's what the 4 horses of the apocalypse are about. That's the first 4 seals.
Okay.
That's the white horse, the red horse, the black horse, and the pale horse.
What kind of authority is he going to be in to be able to sign the peace treaty?
That in that time frame, he's going to, according to the first, he's going to say, "I have the answer." That's saying the 10 kings are already in power here.
Yeah.
So that war is already over.
Mhm.
When this, okay, right where she was just reading, that war is already over. Okay, well, Obama's over there trying to get this set up ahead of time, but the enemy's always trying to get it set up ahead of time. You see? He's over there trying to get it set up before the day, if you're grasping what I'm saying. Okay, so this signing here There's been a war already. It's got 10 kings in order.
So like, but for him to be the one signing it, is he going to be like a leader of some?
He's going to step up. He's
Okay.
one of the 10.
Oh, okay.
The Bible said he's one of the 10. Out of the 10. And that's why I said 6.
Yeah.
Because he's one, and that group that's under him, his kingdom, is going to grab 3.
Yeah.
So that's 4. And what's left? 6 of the 10.
And he said he's from Assyria.
Humanity.
So he's,
What's that one?
he said he's from Assyria. So
Bible says he's an Assyrian, you know. And then in St. John's Gospel, he has to be a Jew. Descent. He's a Syrian Jew. The Jews would not accept him as the Messiah if he was not a Jew. So we know of a surety he's going to be a Jewish person of an Assyrian descent. In other words, he's born in Assyrian, you know, under the Assyrian
He's
Empire.
not Obama because he's black.
I don't get into none of that.
This whole time I thought the 10 kings were separate from him. He
No.
came into the empire. But
No. The
So
Bible
he
said he
is one king.
arises out of the 10 kings. He's one of them.
Okay.
In other words, he's one of the 10 kings. And out of the 10 shall arise the little horn. Poof, he comes right up out of the middle of them. Okay.
Well, then it really can't be Obama because we're not going to be one of those 10 kingdoms.
No.
Right.
Charlene, I know that.
A lot of people
people
are
just
saying
want
that.
it.
I just look at it. I just look at it and laugh.
People get hysterical.
Is he working towards that direction? Sure he is.
Well, he's being like the pre-runner or whatever.
Yes.
Showing how quickly things
He's
can-
being a John the Baptist.
Yeah.
You want to look at it that way.
Except that John the Baptist was going the right direction.
I agree.
Right.
I agree. But what does the devil always do?
Copy God.
He copies. He copies everything that God does. You see, and so that now, as we're talking about, does that make it help you with clarity on what we're talking about? So that time frame, that 1 hour that the Bible's speaking about over here, is connected with what we just talked about right here. Okay, them 10 kings is going to arise, and he says, I'm going to give them power. Real short time frame. Okay, but out of those 10 kings is going to rise the Antichrist. To get those 10 kings in order is going to be this massive war. Okay, to get them into authority. And under that war, what we read about in the book of Daniel, it's going to be worldwide, you see. And in that process, then the United States isn't mentioned. Canada and other nations like that aren't mentioned. They're going to stick their neck in there, I believe, of surety. It's going to be worldwide. But the outcome of it is going to be disastrous because God said it was going to be. Out of that arise 10 kings, and then out of the 10 will come the Antichrist. We just was reading over here what we just had read, virtually the same thing. Daniel says it in 3 different ways, you know, where it says the same thing. It says 10 toes, 10 fingers, you know. Over here it's 10 horns, you know, and all of them are the same kingdoms, same kings. And out of them then will come the Antichrist. And he's going to jump on, by the book of Daniel, the 3 out of the 10, which he's going to have his whole kingdom to do it. He isn't going to jump on them all by himself. It's his kingdom. He's authority over, the king over. He's going to take that little group and thrash 3 other ones. You see. And in that thrashing, the rest of them are going to submit.
For the rest of them to be like, okay.
That's exactly what it says. That's exactly what it says. Yeah. And if we need to, we can go back and go over that again. But that's the whole what we're reading right now, and the foundation of what it's talking about. You see. But his real authority doesn't come until the last 3.5 years. He doesn't set himself up as God until the middle of the tribulation.